They're full of evil. Alright, now. Alright, whoa. Alright, now, let's get ready to, read another, one of the Ascended, yeah. Alright, this one's the Ringmaster of Horrors, which is the shadow of the world Arcana. Oh, now. This old man resembles a ringmaster with no face except a sinister, sadistic smile, clad in a striped red and black shirts going horizontal, which the stripes are going horizontal, and he has black shoes and is carrying a whip, and is atop and part of a giant floating big tub full of prison bars. Hey there, Brandon. No, thank you for the stretchies. Full of prison bars containing monsters, slaves, tyrants, rulers, workers, owners, all trapped in its attraction, all drawn in, all horribly mistreated and forced to act as audience and entertainment both at once, and in the most demented show on Earth. In fact, it views Earth not as not a place where people have possibility can build and or. Hi, Nico, me, huh? Alright, thank you for the reviews of Mountain Dew. Alright, now. It's in but sees the chaos and but sees the chaos. In fact, it helped to unleash it simply because it thought it could be fun. Yet it always barked orders, even in the celestial world, and always was a bit rough behind closed doors too many times, and treated its position as though it were a master among masters, while being cruel to those under it, in secrets, hidden away from the goddess of creation and suppressed, or so he thought, though the goddess tried to change his ideas and ways to take his duty seriously, as a former strategist of hers during the Dark Age, that had grown as he had grown increasingly vain and arrogant. Once the war was long over. Oh, by the way, thank you, Pass, for being here. Thank you, Havoc, for being here. Hi, Pass. Hi there. Hi, Havoc. Oh, thank you guys for being here, by the way. But the goddess had plans for a new creation, the world of Earth I, rebuilt from the ruins of the old forgotten world, some recovered, some renewed, and given new life and given to humanity to forge anew, and under the light of the Creator, shining through her, trying its best to recall and guide humanity, to restore what was lost and bringing new life, new adventure, new stories to it all, but the Ringmaster only saw inferior and worthless things that, frankly, it saw as potential chattel that could serve the celestial world and bring beings like him as their masters. But the goddess instead gave them freedom and purpose and shared power of imagination and creation with humanity and their creations, the tulpas, and wanted them to be your children and to grow and even surpass their old order and even ascend with them. This was highly unacceptable to the Ringmaster, which is why in its rage and railing over it to his old buddies, he got involved with the Muse of Darkness, plan to rig the game and tip the scales in his favor and get his way, which naturally led to his exile. Hey, Havoc, hey there. By the way, thank you guys for being here. I highly appreciate it. Which naturally led to his exile, but he didn't repent, and he rather doubled down and decided if he couldn't get his way in the Celestial Realm, he would on Earth. He imprisoned and collected many he thought were entertaining, to poke, to hunt, to torture, to maim, to make slaves to pleasure and to money even, and trapped and experimented and turned them into all sorts of inhuman and unrecognizable shapes that they weren't before they were made, freaks of those he saw as inferior, to make freaks of those he saw as inferior for his show, and treated them horribly under his traveling intergalactic hell circus he made known as the Circus of Unclean Spirits, in which he would travel the universe and carry out with his schemes until world after world, reality after reality was picked clean of what he wanted and could exploit. This would go on for a long time until he descended on St. Joan, that city protected by dreams, which had long since been protected under Indumati evening nights. And the Ringmaster, He even tried to make them make Dreams and, Indumati Evening Night part of his Demented show as well. But he was ultimately driven back by their united force, then slain by the Spider's curse that's not long ago had found a new successor in Indumati Evening Night. Alright now. I know that this guy is based on a reverse world, and no, it does not have anything to do with Dio. I know, get the world jokes out of the way, please. I know you want to make them. Alright now. Yeah, it's kind of alright now. It's kind of inspired by the world as a circus, And have you guys alright now. And also, of course, New Babylon, of course. Which, comes from Revelations. Anyway, how about we go look for somebody to raid, yeah? Oh, in fact, you guys ever play, Ebenezer in the Invisible World? Well, there's a minor henchman serving under the main villain who's kind of an evil ringmaster who kind of, captures, mistreated a whole bunch of people that fell under his, circus leadership, and he kind of abused them heavily. So he kind of became one of the unrepentant, that served under Mathis, under Mathis, and their evil company. Yeah, so it's kind of inspired a little bit by that too. Anyway, let's go look for somebody to raid. Oh, look, Riona's on. Let's go raid them, yeah. Alright, raid Riona _. By the way, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you had plenty of fun. Ding, 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 ding. Alright, now. I should really get a new VTuber model, but I should really hang on to this one for a while. I do want to get one, based on, Indumati's, new battle outfit. Alright, now, Moonbat.